Doing nothing, moving too fast. Candy paint with the windows up.
Okay, so the past paper I will be covering is an OCR paper, GCSE Mathematics. This paper was published on Tuesday the 6th of November 2018 in the morning. This is a calculator paper, hence you are allowed your scientific or graphical calculator, geometrical instruments and tracing paper. So the question I will be answering from this past paper is question 4. So question 4A and question 4B. So before answering question 4A and 4B, I will be defining what is an even number, what is a factor, what is a prime number, what is a cube number, and the meaning of the highest common factor. The definition of an even number. Even numbers are natural numbers that are divisible by 2. Factors. The definition of a factor is a number that will divide into another number without a remainder. For example, 32 is divisible by 4 and 8. So the factors for 32 are 4 and 8. Another definition of a factor are numbers that are multiplied together to get a product. Factor times factor equals product. So there are examples at the bottom which you can look at. Another definition for factor is a number that is multiplied by another number to give a product. So 56, the factor of 56 is 7 and 8, as 7 times 8 would give you 56. The definition of a prime number is a number that only has 2 factors, 1 and itself. For example, 2, 3 and 5 and 7 are examples of prime numbers as they divide by itself and 1. The definition of a cube number is a number that is multiplied by itself 3 times. So, for example, 2 to the power of 3 is 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8. So if they ask you what is the cube number of 2, you will put 2 to the power of 3 and that will be your answer, which is 8. They ask you what is the cube number of 3, it would be 3 to the power of 3, so which equals 3 times 3 times 3 equals 27. The definition of a highest common factor or the greatest common factor is the greatest or highest number that can divide 2 other numbers evenly. So they've given us examples. So 24 and 36, the highest common number is 12. So for question 4AI, an even number can be any number ending in 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8 as they will be divisible by 2. So I've picked number 22. For question 4AII is asking for a factor of 25. So we know that 5 times 5 is 25. So 5 can be a factor of 25. So I ask you to find a prime number between 10 and 20. So I picked the number 11, as 11 is a number that can divide by itself and 1 only. So that is a prime number, sorry. A cube number is a number that you can times to the power of 3. So I've picked 2 to the power of 3, and that gives me 8. So 8 is the answer they want. They didn't want you to leave it in this form. This is the answer. So 8 is a cube number, as it's 2 times 2 times 2. So you can pick any number to the power of 3. So the highest common factor of 35 and 91. So what I would do the prime tree diagram, and I will do the factors of 35, which would be 7 and 5, and the factors of 91. So this one you may not know off by heart. So what I would do is go through, does 91 divide by 1? No. Does 91 divided by 2? Does it divide by 3? And so on. So I know that 91 is divisible by 7. So that means 7 times 13 will give you 91. So the common and the highest common factor for 35 and 91 will be 7. And your answer will be 7.